just finished up filling up the combine. We're about ready to go, starting to roll into wheat. We got the truck, we got the tractor, we got the chase bin. Everything's fueled up. Let's just switch this off and let's get rolling. G'day everyone, the Johnny Man here, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. Never thought I'd say that again. This has been a long time coming. Welcome back to Lone Oak Farming Agency Edition. Back here for the third attempt at recording episode 6. This time, we've fast forwarded time a bit. We're in the second year. As you can see, we made a few upgrades and changes around the farm here. I'll get into explaining that in a little bit. But for right now, we got wheat here in approximately field 28, field 6 and field 7. That's ready to go cutting. Let's get started. Alright. Come on, start. Alright. Cool. So for those who have not been watching the series so far, this series is the final series that I'm doing on Farming Simulator 19. When we finish off the series at episode number 15, we're at episode 6 now, we are going to be switching to Farming Simulator 22 onto a different map. Now, let's get started. So, the last time you saw us, we had a whole bunch of different equipment. For one, we swapped out the combine, we swapped out the 8960 for the 8760, we upgraded the chaseman, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh boy, it's been a long time. Now, since the previous time you saw us, you're probably going, whoa boy, we've expanded quite a lot. What's going on here? Well, we have kept with the same amount of fields, 32, 33, 34, 29, 41 and 42. However, we picked up some leased land, 28, field 40, field 12, field 19, field 6 and field number 7. We also bought field 35. As you can see, we got all these different crops planted in here, and I did plant them off screen, and to be sure, we made a whole bunch of upgrades in due course as well. I'll show those off when we need to, but for right now, let's get to recording some time lapses, shall we? bit of a long time with the Combine Experience mod, which we are using. So essentially, we're going to leave the header to it, and we are going to see what else needs to be done. Okay, so a couple of things. Yes, there is a red big tractor in the shed, and there's also a miller sprayer, and we have a 9510 instead of a 9460. We did some upgrades. This is still essentially the same tractor that I've had since the start of the series. We just bumped up the horsepower. We upgraded the lime spreader. We bought a new STX 375 over there. And essentially what we need to do is we need to go fill this up with lime, and we're going to start spreading, because our fields, they need to be spread. And as far as I'm aware, this harvest will be rather quick. I should probably jump out the game, remove Combine Experience, and come back, because that's just going to take too long. We're going to do another year in the game, as I said, and, well, some of our fields, they will need lime. As you can see, field number 12 will become very acidic with the pH value. There's a lot of science that goes into farming. This goes for real life as well. And precision farming in both Farming Simulator 19 and Farming Simulator 22 help to emphasise that. Oh yeah, and there's a random trailer with a bunch of silage bales. Oh dear, Combine looks to be full. And the chase bin's going to do that. Okay. Filling up the lime spreader. I'm not going to put you through the whole filling process, so we'll just jump cut. And there we go. $3,410 that set us back. Oh boy. That's a little bit expensive, but it has a greater capacity, greater working width, so hopefully we should be able to get a lot more lime spread than we had done before. Alright, are we gonna go? Yes, we're off and away. A handy thing about the Proceed mod, which we are currently using in the save game, is the fact that we now have tram lines. And because the air-seeder bar, which we upgraded from the Horse, is 18 metres, we have an 18 metre GPS for the 18 metre lime spreader. Therefore, we can perform some traffic control farming, in which we lessen the compaction on some of our fields, which is awesome. I'm really enjoying this. And as you can see, quite tell, I may not have done a lot of Farming Simulator videos recently, and I may not have done a lot of videos in general, but I have progressed quite a lot in Lone Oak without recording, mostly because I've been enjoying doing it. This is like my passion. It's what I've been doing in my spare time. Of course, as you can see, you can quite clearly tell from the way the steering is, I'm back to keyboard Johnnyman today, because I do not have my steering wheel and pedals with me. I left them behind, because obviously with the laptop I can take many places, and unfortunately the steering wheel had to stay home. More on that later. So last year in game this was oats. This year in game it was canola. We harvested it off screen, and that's where we were shifting to the field 28, the wheat paddock, to start on wheat. Afterwards we'll tackle the oats, and then soybeans, and then after that corn. I do believe we attempted doing a bit of barley, if I'm not mistaken. If we haven't, then obviously, when I'm editing this, I'll put it up on the screen right about now, but you could tell that Bali is probably going to be on the cards, probably isn't, I don't know. We're going to be doing one more in-game year, like I say, and switch to Farming Simulator 22. The reason being is because, well, Farming Simulator 19 still has some life in it yet. And this is our chance to truly respect what Farming Simulator 19 was, thanks to the great modding community out there and making all these mods for us to enjoy. Like I say, Farming Simulator is not what it is without the modders. The modders are what drives this game, what makes it so great, which has made it go 2 million, 4 million players strong, and it continues growing. And that's something we should truly be grateful for. And modding is something that everyone can have a go at. It doesn't take a lot. All you really need to do is have a PC and to load up Giant's Editor. There's not much else apart from that, obviously, owning Farming Simulator 19 or Farming Simulator 22. Obviously, Farming Simulator 22 is where most of the modding community is at the moment. And it's a little bit of a shame because FS19 didn't really have much of a life like FS17 was. FS17 now, that was nostalgia. And I'm happy to say that I'm very proud to be part of this community. Now, obviously, I have been playing Farming Simulator 22 as well, the Elm Creek series, which I only have one episode released. There is more coming on that. I have been playing that off screen as well. And you can really tell the difference between 19 and 22. And that being, FS22 has a lot more features, but it also has some downsides. Like, FS19 has all the mods, so for new players, I'd say if you wanted to get into Farming Simulator and wanted to have all the mods, 19 is the way to go. If you want to join the hype for bigger things coming to the franchise and play a game that is constantly updated, 22 is the way to go. However, FS22 is a bit of a white elephant, I'd say. Mostly due to the fact that Giants have stuffed up certain parts of the game. Yes, you've probably seen it around the YouTube community in the fact that there's a lot of people that haven't been very happy with Giants over certain things, like the pallet restrictions. Productions are a very important part in Farming Simulator 22, and basically limiting the amount of pallets. Yes, we know that cuts down on lag with the amount that you've got, but you got to keep in mind that many people have started thousands upon thousands of productions and thousands upon thousands of pallets. Not to mention, the PC players haven't been very happy. They have not. So, that's the reason why some people, myself included, still play FS19 on and off. But, like I say, and I'm probably repeating myself over and over again, FS22 is getting better by the day. And, well, obviously mods like this, like the trusty old 9R 2014, I don't know if this particular one will be coming to 22, but there are a lot of mods coming to mod up. But then there's also controversy with that too. That will be a video in itself. Anyway, I reckon after this pass we'll pull up and go check up on the harvest crew. Alright, here we are. And it appears that Autodrive has somehow managed to put the auger above the truck and not the trailer. Easy fix for that, we'll just scooch the truck forward. Now obviously, some people will have seen around on Discord, I have brought the Uncle Ken skinned K200 and simply converted the skin. JFL Modding has done a fantastic job on this truck, both in 19 and 22. We're very lucky to have modders again, like I say. The only thing that's missing from the Nelmara Transport Uncle Ken setup would be the West EP dump trailers. Of course, these trailers in themselves have had a bit of controversy, as many things have in the past. Anyway, how's the header going? The header has its auger out. It appears that the tractor is trying to unload it. 72%, okay. Right, what does Courseplay say? Hour and 18. Let's speed that up, I reckon. Be back in a bit. That's better. We're running at a lot better of a speed now. Alright. So I took Combine Experience off. And unfortunately some of those features have been removed, but if it means that we can get the wheat in this paddock off a little quicker, that will be all for the better. Yep, the header's liking it a little bit better. Also, something I've noticed recently. Look at that. That big old chopping shadow that the header has produced. I don't think I've seen anything like that in FS22. And not really much in my time in 19 either, because I don't usually harvest this late into the night. But yeah, it's cool. Really cool. And with that being said, I do believe this is a cool end to the video. I think we have just about run out of time for today. We will continue to harvest this off screen, and I'll let you know when we're done. Just like how Courseplay will let us know when the header is full. And anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please do be sure to leave a like down below and a comment. If you want to see more from the channel, we also have a real life series going. I do real life fun videos as well, and lots more other stuff on the way. With that being said, my name's Johnny Man, you've been my audience, and yeah, see you next time.